Hey Jeff, Interior Midline Motors. Just going to do a quick walk around here on the 14 BMW Z4 35i. Just rolled over 42,000 miles. Like I said, beautiful shape. Just going to start off here doing a quick walk around about 6 feet away or so. Paint still has a nice glossy finish. No obvious damage or anything sticking out. It looks super clean. And this is the sapphire black metallic. So you got that nice, pearl flake in there as well. I think it looks much nicer than your, typical black. Okay. So I'm going to do some close-ups, just starting down the driver's side. Looking down, the body line here looks super nice and straight. I don't see anything on the kind of hood, fender ordeal, or the door. Quarter panel, this angle's a little tough with the sun coming through that door. Let's check this side. Body line looks very nice and straight. Rest of the quarter, nice and clean. The only little teeny tiny little ding, which is not worth even pulling out, is right here. You can see how tiny that is. Maybe like the size of 3 pins put together. Super small. There it is. Okay. So starting kind of on this fender area, there is a little small light scratch here. Do got a few chips on the hood. I'll kind of go through that once I get to the hood spot. One little hairline scratch there. A little tiny chip. All the wheels on the car, very nice condition. This kind of looks like it had a repair. It's kind of like, not really buffed down, but grinded down. You can kind of see the line a little bit, but not noticeable at all. Rest of the wheel looks immaculate. Pirelli tires, all like new, all the way around the car. The P0s, plenty of tread in there. These tires here were dated in 23, so only a year old. Maybe even less, but they were made a year ago. So on the fender portion here, all the badging is in nice shape, the chrome's in great shape. Sometimes you see this stuff kind of peeling or discoloring. Don't have any of that going on. A little tiny chip there. Got a couple, a few chips here, maybe 5 total right there. On the rocker, this is just a little bit of tar buildup, it looks like. Yeah, it's coming right off. Rocker's not chewed up or scraped up anywhere. Looks great. Driver's door. Overall nice. Got a couple little chips. Very faint little scuff there. A little chip there. A little light scratch there. On the rocker down here, pretty common to get some chips along this edge here. Kind of see that. Edge of the door, overall pretty clean. Not sure if that's compound or might have been a little bit of scratches on the edge, but it's not all chewed up or it's banged into hard or anything like that. Top of the door handle, overall very clean. There's one touched up kind of chip right there. Side mirror, a few little baby chips. Actually, that's dirt. Some of these might be chips. So a little light scuff here on the very end. Alright, onto the driver's quarter panel. That's that little spot that I was talking about, that little ding. You kind of see the little chip on top of it. There's a little scuff mark right here. And again, I got the flash on, so it's making this pop a lot more than it looks in person. But just want to show everything I can find. Rear's driver wheel, very clean. The only spots I see any defects, just a couple chips right there and right here. The rest of the wheel looks immaculate. Same thing with the tires, those Pirelli P0s, like brand new. This one's dated for 21, so a little bit older than the front. On the rear bumper, I see one little chip here. Looks like it had some touch up on it. That's just a little bit of dust. Rear bumper overall, I mean, it's super clean. It's not all scraped up anywhere. It's not all dragged from the trunk. I don't see any of that. Yeah, only marks I see are these hairline scratches on the bottom section of the bumper, which you're really not going to see unless you got the sun really shining on it. Tail lights are perfect. They're not cracked. There's no water getting in, anything like that. Got one little hairline scratch on the trunk. A little bit of light mark scratches below this handle. Emblems look good. A little light scratch there. This is in nice shape. Top of the trunk lid. Overall, very clean. So like one little mark there. The rest of it looks nice. Alright, looking down the passenger side. I do see a very minor ding, kind of like the other side right here and right here. This one actually we actually had pulled out. It's just not 100% out, but it's probably 95%. You know, on a front angle, you don't see anything. This angle, hardly see it at all. So little tiny scuffs here on the quarter. A few little tiny little chips. Same thing with this rocker, you know, this little triangle area with the chips. Yeah, this one does have a little scratch down there, but again, not all chewed up where it was ran over a curb or something. Passenger rear wheel, nearly perfect, just one chip there. This looks great. Like I said, tires, they're the same all the way around. With the P0s. Passenger door. Door handle looks great. Top of the door looks great. Side of the door, just one little, might be compound actually. Now, a little light scratch there. A couple little chips. Looks like there's a chip here that was touched up. And a little light scratch. Mirror cap. Nice shape, just a couple chips. The rest of the door looks great. Onto the passenger fender. This whole area looks nearly perfect. Yeah, I would say pretty much perfect. Badges look excellent. Chrome, all that. Excellent shape. I don't see any scratches. That's this little fender area here. Overall looks nice. A little light hairline scratch there. Passenger front wheel. Got a couple little scratches there. This side, kind of like the front, other side, kind of looks like it was grinding down in the past, but still looks good. See a little bit on this edge too. And on the front bumper here, it's a little light mark there. So looking at the front bumper overall, it's in real nice shape. Headlights, nice and clean. They're not oxidized. You know, it does have little minor chips on the front, but not super heavy. Grills, same thing. You see some, you know, your typical chips for the miles, but this isn't all chewed up where, you know, the paint's missing on the grill. Emblem again looks nice, just like the back. Other headlight, nice shape. Again, no oxidation, nothing like that. Alright, as far as chips go, there's a few chips on the bumper. You know, little tiny ones here and there. This was an Arizona car. We're kind of known for a lot of rocks and desert out here, obviously. So let's have a little bit of chips, but it's not crazy where I, you know, would say this thing needs to be repainted. Just shows, you know, some chips here and there. Some of this stuff is dust too, because I got the swamp coolers on, blowing everything around. But yeah, overall nice shape. You know, a couple of these chips look like they were touched up. Looks like there was a chip there that was touched up. Little bottom grills are nice shape. This bottom plastic looks perfect. This side also nice shape. So looking at the bottom for any rash, I'm not seeing any rash, which this is good. It stayed away from the curbs, which is rare. Yeah, no rash at all along the front bumper. Checking out the hood. So kind of front area of this hood, you do got a bit of chips, the little tiny ones. A few that were touched up here. And it probably goes up to about halfway up the hood, and then there's really nothing. But yeah, not super heavy in chips, but there are some. You know, if you're about 6 feet away, you don't see anything. Get up close a little bit, you know, you can see a little bit of chips. A few spots on the hood with some marks, probably like some bird droppings. I kind of got in the clear a little bit. There's like two there. One little spot here, and they're tiny, right in the center. There's a few little light spots. Yeah, we can get the focus. There you go. But yeah, not super heavy. But yeah, top portion of the hood looks very clean. Just a couple chips. So this is probably dust. Onto the windshield. The windshield's in nice shape. You know, a couple little tiny chips, but not chips as far as, you know, cracking the glass that got to be filled in. There's none of those on the windshield. This is probably the only small chip on. It's in the black, so you don't even see it. Yeah, the rest of the windshield looks good. So roof, very nice shape, little light scuff. Trying to get the focus here. Yeah, right here. Glass looks good. There was a little scratch up top here that was touched up. A couple of little chips. Oh yeah, that's it. All right, so that's going to complete video 1. I'm going to break this into 2 videos. Next, we're going to dive into the interior.